Elizabeth Warren, the Pocahontas, profiteer. Elizabeth Warren has always been two things at once, ordinary on the surface but calculating underneath. She tells the story of a working-class Oklahoma childhood. A father laid low by a heart attack, a mother scrubbing away at minimum wage to keep food on the table. It's the kind of story that makes people nod their heads and think, she understands us. But here's the problem. Warren didn't climb the ladder the honest way. She learned early that if you can't be born with privilege, you can borrow it. She claimed Native American ancestry, not as a whisper, not as a footnote, but as a ticket to prestige. Harvard Law School rolled her out as their woman of color, a living brochure to prove their diversity. And the DNA test years later revealed the truth. Her heritage was thinner than a single strand of hair, less Cherokee than the average suburban PTA mom. But it worked. The doors opened, and Warren walked through them with both hands full. At Harvard, she wasn't just another professor. She was a millionaire in academic robes. In 2010, she made more than $400,000 for teaching a single class. That's not teaching. That's a shakedown with chalk. She built a fortune off a system she now condemns as corrupt. Then came the pivot. Warren the professor became Warren the populist crusader. She stormed into politics, waving her fists at Wall Street, screaming that the rich were greedy and the system was rigged. But as she shouted at the bankers, her own bank account swelled. Today, her net worth has ballooned past $10 million. She isn't fighting the system. She is the system. And when she tries to connect with ordinary people, the mask slips. The infamous moment, "I'm gonna get me a beer." She opens a bottle on camera like she's never touched one in her life. Foam sprays. Her husband wanders into the kitchen like he's stumbled into a bad commercial. It was supposed to look folksy. Instead, it looked like an alien studying humans. But the worst part is not the cringe. The worst part is her politics. In 2018, Warren called for the abolition of ICE, the men and women tasked with defending America's borders. She wanted them gone. While families worried about gangs, drugs, and violence pouring across, Warren's big idea was to throw open the gates and hand out the welcome mats. The cartels must have cheered louder than her own campaign rallies. This is the truth about Elizabeth Warren. She claimed to be Native American, but she wasn't. She claimed to be working class, but she got rich off Harvard and politics. She claimed to fight Wall Street, but her own fortune ballooned. She claimed to defend families, but she wanted to dismantle border security. At every turn, she isn't who she says she is. Elizabeth Warren is a mask, a performance, a costume designed for whatever stage she's standing on. The poor girl from Oklahoma, the Cherokee professor, the Wall Street crusader, the beer-drinking neighbor, the border smasher. Always a new identity. Always another disguise. But behind it all, there's only one constant. Her ambition, her hunger for power, and her bank account swelling with the spoils. Elizabeth Warren didn't discover America, but she discovered how to play America. And she discovered how to get rich pretending to save it.